So as you guys kind of get on your horses and you start heading out of town,
Flip flop, flip flop.
who's rolling me a perception
Good
check?
boy. He's in the lead.
Nature boy. That's a 19 on the roll. Don't even need to add the proficiencies.
Yeah, without any problem whatsoever, you guys kind of.
Hey guys, look, a road.
Wow.
You guys make your way through, the road, past a couple of wagons, a couple of people walking on foot, As you guys get closer to the city, you kind of see the landscape transform. First, it kind of like goes from manicured buildings down to kind of like farmland, a couple of small spatterings of forest, then starts to slowly rise back up into kind of a cityscape. The whole while you guys see this wall like just getting ever closer, just almost blotting out the horizon to the north. You guys make your way down a valley and come over the ridge, and as you do, you see this sprawling city down before you in front of this valley, a small lake off to the side. This giant wall that completely encompasses the city that wraps around it, dwarfed in comparison to the one that's behind it, but just this seems to be a very fortified but picturesque scene. This is the capital of Tyra.
Now this is a city.
So as you guys make your way over the hill and you come through kind of the small, the small cottages that spatter the outside of the city, you come up to the city gates and you see two guards, and they kind of, whoa, where are you going? What's going on?
We have business to attend to. We have a letter for the king.
What business is that, lassie?
We need... Our city is in terrible condition, and we've come to ask for help.
Lion something.
Lion's Arch.
There it is. We're good adventurers.
What proof do you have? And you kind of see like two of the guards that were up kind of on the battlements are kind of like poking their heads over. And
You have the letter.
Oh, well.
I have...
The one that would...
Well, I have
That would be enough.
this one?
Yeah.
Our diplomatic immunity-ish.
Not awful mine, but I do have that.
Well, I have
Yours has
a
seal
note
on it,
from
right?
the War Master Bartholomew Titus.
Let me see that. And he kind of takes it and
It was
roll an
a
inside check for me.
He can't read either, can he?
Depends on how much you insight.
I'm gonna insight to see if he has that look of just, yeah, that's words. 17. I think my insight is a -1, or it's a +1. It's a +1, so it's 18. Can he read?
So you kind of look at him, and he's running over it, and you kind of like look at the eyes just kind of glaze over as he's looking through this, and it's just like, Titus, you said, right?
Yep.
This'll do.
Okay.
He kind of takes it, hands it back to you, and you kind of like see the guard to his right, just in a brief like chuckle, just like jackass, and then, what's this other letter that you have? You spoke of.
It's only for the king's eyes.
Yes.
For British
shield.
eyes only.
I'll have to see that before you can go farther.
Mister.
What proof do you have that it's for the kings only?
Well, there's a seal.
Yeah. If you will show it to him, don't hand it over, okay? Don't hand it over. Just show him it's got the seal.
I show him the one.
It has,
With this.
it has the official seal on it, and if that seal is broken, the king could literally have our head. Or War Master Titus. I don't want to find out which one.
Yes.
Otherwise, heads are gonna roll.
Yep.
Either way.
You kind of see him kind of like eyeballing the two of you, and then he looks over. He looks behind you.
Behind me? Oh, right.
Sven? You kind of hear, oh, hey Chuck.
Damn it!
I'm just on the horse like, what?
He's like, Sven, why are you, what, you just went out, like 40 days ago?
Oh yeah, also we killed the giant.
Oh yeah, also we killed the fucking giant, and Sven was there!
Whoa.
It was
Sven, can
pretty
you
big.
back this shite up? And then you see Sven just like,
It was
I
worthy
mean,
of the
yeah,
name
we did. I
Frost
mean,
Giant.
they said they
It
got a
was
letter.
frosty.
I saw it.
It was big.
I mean, we should probably head to the king, I guess.
I love your sense of urgency, Sven.
I do what I can. And you gotta see Chuck. He's just like, "Hey, all right. Oi, you, watch the post. I'm gonna run these jackasses up to the king, I guess."
Hey now.
And
As someone who can turn into a literal jackass, I'm okay with it.
so, all right, but you'll have to leave your horses out here.
Well, we need
We
to
need
make
to
it to
take
the
them
stable.
to the stable because we got them from the rent-a-horse place in the Abbey, and I need my deposit back.
Equine Enterprise.
Equine Enterprise.
You know how they
All
are.
right. Well,
I made it work.
so you're talking about leaves up the road other ways. Go take him, take them, come back here. Sven, stay with me. Tell me what the shite's going on here. And Sven kind of just like slides off the side and just like
Like water.
Because he was riding side saddle.
Sven's a girl.
and
Or
just
he
kind
had
of
a
like
leg.
shuffles. He shuffles away up to it, and then you kind of like see them start to have a small conversation. These guys right off into the distance.
Are they still speaking common?
As far as you can tell, but you guys are starting to turn away.
Watermelon.
So as you guys like go down the path by a little bit, you see kind of tucked off the main road, just a couple of little distance, enough to not really see as you're beelining towards the city. Very similar in build and quality to the last stable that you went to, and you see a small, like a kind of a smaller lady, halfling, little small pointed ears, kind of leaning up against the wall, brushing one of the horses.
I figured this would be like a Nurse Joy kind
Hello. We have horses to drop off that we came from the Abbey.
of thing.
Oh, you came from there?
Yeah,
Well, all right, you got your contract?
I'm sure I do.
Yeah, you signed it. You took it.
Yeah.
All right, well, hand it here. And, you pass the contract over, and she kind of looks at it for a second.
Fucking better.
Kind of, well, you guys signed this just a couple hours ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
We only needed it to get here.
And I see you gave you a shortened rate, too. I'm glad to see you got here quick. Well, here you go. And he kind of hands over 75 gold to you guys, and
We're reliable.
takes the horses back, and
We are building our credit score.
Yeah.
just kind of gives you like a short, but agreeable nod, just like, all right, they actually said what they meant, and then goes back to brushing the horse.
So, we are, well, you are a property owner with good credit now. At least for horses.
I am.
The real reason this is a fantasy game that's coming back in the millennium.
I own a home.
I'm a homeowner with good credit. Yeah.
Yep.
Millennials killed everything except D&D. Here's,
So,
here's why.
so you guys head your way back to the gate, and you kind of see, it seems that Sven just kind of like looks at you guys and just goes, well, I gotta go make a report to the captain. Name's, Lieutenant Langmar. You guys want to look me up later or something?
In game, he looks up while everyone's like pulling out their journals, like, say that again.
But yeah,
I don't need a journal.
Lieutenant Langmar, he'll
Steel thread.
captain of the, or lieutenant of the guard here in the city.
Captain, sorry.
He's the lieutenant of the guard.
What was his name?
Lieutenant Langmar.
Langmar?
Langmar.
Okay, well, I definitely said Langmore, but they would have got me to the right guy eventually.
It did for me. Manolo. Manila.
Manila.
I gotta go make a report on what the hell happened on the mountain, so I guess I'll catch you guys around later.
It's good to meet you, Sven.
Nice throw.
And you see as he kind of like, for the first time
Miss
ever, you
you.
kind of see him like kind of unwrap some bandages, and he takes his hand out and kind of just like, later guys. And gives you all just a first like sight of skin. You see like kind of very pale, just almost white skin, and he kind of takes his hand back and wraps it back up.
Is it warm?
He's an albino.
Was it cold?
I mean,
It was.
it wasn't warm or cold. It was just kind of the
Clammy?
antithesis of neutral, is what I can give you.
Ah,
Oh my god, it's really
not albino.
Tell my wife I said hello.
Is it clammy?
Not really, not a bad handshake kind of firm.
Just very pale.
Standard handshake, very pale. First sight of skin you've really seen off the guy though.
I'm gonna roll for an insight check to see what else, what more info I can get off of that handshake.
What can I glean from
What
this
information
handshake?
are you trying to get?
I rolled a 16.
What information are you trying to get and then re-roll? This isn't how D&D works. I'm gonna roll. Okay, I got a 20. I'm gonna hit him.
I'm gonna see if his hand. Well,
What are his fingernails like?
That matters. Okay?
Are they
that
long?
could help me learn a
Are
thing.
they well manicured?
Are they sharp?
Are they sharp?
Are they?
What do you?
Do they have a top coat?
feminine? Maybe he was actually a girl.
Maybe he was sitting side saddle.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't ever take off his mask because he's a girl in there. He's
No one
Mulan-ing
ever-
this shit.
No one ever said anything about a mask. He's just got a lot of
Exactly.
coats on.
Well, it's like a ski mask? Or just
It's
like
just
a
like
lot of shit.
wrapped up in just like
Yeah.
cloaks and bandages.
Yeah,
and just
that's...
covered.
He has a hand though, so he's not the Invisible Man from H.G. Wells.
It looked like a human hand?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's a step in the right
Is it a
direction.
masculine or feminine hand? 17.
I mean, leaning towards the feminine side, but not.
Or just a
Okay.
healer's hands. They could be softer. So there's that.
Alright.
Anyway,
But it. Okay.
Lieutenant Langmar, Captain.
care,
What is the
friend.
name of this fucking city? I've really got to keep better notes.
Escalon City.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Has
Hopefully
Sven
he
walked
won't get in
away?
trouble about
Yeah,
the
he's kind of like
captain
walking
being
off.
bad. That was-
in the
Okay,
distance
Escalon
after you
City's
guys
gone.
mentioned.
After he's
Right.
after he's a little ways out, I'm just gonna be like,